You're afraid to see me in that much pain? I'm afraid to see you in that much pain and not be able to take some of it myself. But on the other hand, I think you're deserving of having a pain.
I have so many memories about my life. One of my first was when my father let me sing in church. Even then, I knew how powerful music could be. Life changed when we moved to California. I began to audition for anything that would let me use my voice. After years of hard work, eventually it all paid off. Every day, I realized how fortunate I am. And now comes my biggest challenge yet. I'm gonna be a mom. Brandy. Oh, baby, baby, baby. Well, 2 years ago, I was just a person in search for self, an artist, a daughter, and a sister. That's it. Now, I'm all of that, including a wife and a mother-to-be. So I have sacrificed a whole lot for what's going on in my life right now, but it's worth it.
Okay, where's my big entrance?
We are here at the Brandy rehearsal. I'm doing a rehearsal for the American Bandstand, and I'm very excited because I get to perform full moon. And I have dancers this time. My band is here. I get to do it live. I love singing live. Being pregnant is the most natural thing a woman could go through, so I don't have to do any preparation or anything. I'm just here walking around like a regular woman, but I just have a big belly, that's all. That's all, and stuff that's going on inside of my belly, that's it.
Leticia just had a baby, and she was dancing with me for quite some time, and I just love the relationship. This is gonna be you, Brandy. And then you have her on stage. Mama? Yeah, she's gonna be a mama. Yeah, Belly. Oh, let's go over here. Hi.
Welcome to the pump station.
Oh my God. Oh, let me hear Brand. Hey, Brand. Yes? Do you not like this at all? That's boy, Ma. Ma, that's kind of boyish. Oh, you put a nice little hat on here, huh? These are girls, right? Excuse me, is this for girls?
It's for girls or boys.
Oh, girl.
It's Australian now.
Oh, yeah, I like
they go
that.
crazy for that.
Uh-huh, so a girl or a boy can wear
girl
this?
or a boy.
Okay, do we have shoes to match? This is
Mom, this is boy.
Okay, I won't get that.
My mom is baby furniture shopping for her house because, of course, she's going to be spending a lot of time with her grandmother.
I get excited when I just see certain things, but it's like Brandy's not going to let me buy nothing. Look, Brandy.
Mom,
Brandy's not going to let me buy for my room.
we should go back to Baby World.
Look, this is cute. I like dolls. I like little things like this, Brand. You don't like little things like this. It's hard to buy something for Brandy's house. For Brandy at my house, because she wants to choose what goes at my house, too. That's not fair. Well, for a baby bib for $24, I won't be... This thing is $20. Very cheap. $24 for her to slob on? I'm sorry.
Mom and your big fro.
That's not a fro.
What do you mean?
Like, in the book it says that if you bottle feed and breastfeed, the baby may
Get what?
I mean, the breast is like...
Well, she's going to always prefer the breast to the bottle. That's why we don't wait so long to give her the bottle. My name is Bonda Dennis, and I'm a new parent mentor. So if you wait too long, then she won't take the bottle from anybody. And I'm going to be working on stuff with Brandy, helping her to prepare for motherhood, such as breastfeeding, baby care, things that have to do with the baby's adjustments, parent adjustment with her and Robert, and just various things that have to do with anything with mother and baby care.
I want them to be able to feed her, but at the same time, like, Doesn't she get attached from me? But will she get confused?
No. If you're talking about nipple confusion, it's about 1%. Okay? Babies are very smart.
They are.
Okay, and they have a survival instinct. They'll eat from whatever.
Please?
Okay, we're gonna start with a sponge bath.
Oh, you're gonna actually put her in water?
She feels like I went out and got someone else to teach me how to be a mom. And Vonda's just assisting me on CPR.
Like a sister. I can never be a mother.
Like that. So she's a little jealous. I have to do a couple ad-libs on the song called He Is that was produced by Warren Campbell. And I haven't been to the studio in a while. I really don't feel like singing, but as soon as I get in there, I know I get very energized because I love to sing, and I love singing in the studio. That's like the best part. This is like the industry studio. Hi, how are you? Good. Wow.
What's up, man? So what is it now? 6 months? Not 7 months?
8. I just started my 8. 6 more weeks.
6 weeks?
Mm-hmm. I'm so excited.
We gonna do it here.
We should do those verses like we did last time.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that? All right.
The heart's a little under though. It feels dope, but it's a little.
It's the baby.
The baby pulling it down. The baby dragging the note down.
Oh,
Just the heart.
I'm always holding her. Always. I'm always rubbing my tummy. So yeah, I guess I can say that I sing to her.
And my friend.
And my friend.
The #1 on TRL must be a full moon.
For real?
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Why are you acting like that?
Oh my God, Drano.
I don't whoop for free, man. You know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna do nothing for me but whooping for free, homie.
Drano is like...
Look, pick this up. If that's what you feel you the pussy ass then I ain't got nothing to do with that right there.
Drano is a manager.
That so everybody laugh about the whole situation. It's between me, you, and old boy.
And he owns a company, and he works with Dave Hollister and a couple of other artists and things like that. But Drano is...
Yes, see, I told you what I was gonna do. Did I not tell you that? Did I not tell you what I was gonna do?
He's a movie.
I ain't got to learn 30-something years old. I ain't got to learn how to do a live and die.
It just so happened that Drano wanted to go eat breakfast with us and hang out with us.
When you want to call and talk with some respect, Dobby, call me back, homie, and we can handle this sort of in a respectable manner.
And we didn't know that it was going to be that big of a movie.
I don't give a
Drano, good to have you in the family. It really, really is. I'm here in New York because I missed my sweetheart and I needed to come and see him. I think around this time I'm kind of like in need of attention, and it's fun. It's fun being with him because he's my best friend and we do everything together. So I wanted to come and see what he was doing. He's doing some work out here, and I just wanted to come and support him. Sorry, hey. Hello. Hi.
What are you doing? You coming up with anything?
Yeah, definitely.
Baby?
On my way to you now.
I know.
I'm not gonna be down there long, so don't even expect it. I came to New York to see him, and he's doing a lot of producing now, and I'm just out here supporting him, bug him and get on his nerves a little bit. So that's why I'm here. I am a wife, and you need love and you need care for being a wife. And I'm a mommy, I'm an artist, and all of that needs love, all of it. And I think I'm really living love right now.
Hey. You mad at me?
No.
You not mad at me no more?
My baby's room is getting done, so it's like closet people fixing up her closet and paint and all kind of mess going on in her room. And everybody's calling me like, Brandy, what should we do about this? What should we do about that? And I'm like, I don't know, I'm not there. So I kind of want to get home to see what's going on at my house.
Hi, I'm Jackie Mazer. I am Brandy's decorator, her interior designer. I've done this whole gorgeous house. And we're working on the baby's room right now because she's having the baby, and we've got to kind of transform this room. So come on upstairs, we'll take a look at it. Now this room was her brother's room. This was Ray J's room. The room is going to be fabulous once it's done.
So I'm just like, I'm losing it right now for not being at home, but I'm not going home because I can't leave.
We're going to make a whole new look in this room. It should be quite a transformation.
But I'll be home Sunday, so hopefully everything is worked out and everything is cool. We need to get to Macy's because it's going to be closing at 8:30. I was going into Macy's just to spend some time and do some shopping. And it was interesting because everybody was running up to me asking for autographs, and that hasn't happened in a long time because I don't really go out. And some people, they'd run up to me and touch my stomach and like, oh my God, you look so cute pregnant. So all those compliments and reactions are cool. Now that the project is out, everybody's just interested in what I'm doing. So it was kind of fun seeing all those people run up to me asking for autographs again. That was a beautiful moment.
Hi.
Oh, that's so cute.
How many months are you?
7.5.
Are you? Oh, really? So am I. Are you having a boy?
A girl.
Oh, congratulations.
Look it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
He's going to be a big boy.
You having a boy?
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Very.
Oh, I feel one with you.
Tell me something, because I'm about to order my baby burger right now.
I want some French toast.
Yes, can I please order a veggie burger, please? The New York Palace veggie burger with no cheese, with onions and tomatoes and lettuce, fresh. I don't want them cooked or grilled or anything like that.
You want French toast or you want the baby burger too?
I don't want baby burger.
What do you want?
I want some
Oh my God, our hotel is on fire. We just walked down 53 flights of stairs, and it's amazing. I can't believe it. My legs shaking, oh my God. And I only have on my slippers. I didn't, we walked 53 flights of stairs, and I cannot believe it. We were just chilling and we ordered food, and we were gonna watch Vanilla Sky, and we kept hearing this like beep, beep. like, baby, is that candle smelling like that? And I was like, I don't know. No, I don't think it's the candle smell like that. So you turn on the TV and it's breaking news. The Palace Hotel is on fire.
We're clear right here. It's fine.
Yeah, it's clear here. I'm glad everybody's cool. We can go back upstairs, and I ordered a veggie burger, and I was so excited. Okay, it's room service when I be back in the kitchen because I want a veggie burger so bad.
It was on that side, so you're not going to get a veggie burger so quick.
It was on that side? Is room service open now?
Give him a couple minutes.
I'm sorry.
Can I get you something?
Houston is open now. Go get you a veggie burger at Houston.
Our hotel is on fire, right? We call them room service like, yo, where's our food?
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Get more exercise for the day.
It's okay. I love the veggie burgers. The nice everything. Room service is open. Question. Room service is open. I told you. Whatever you need. Room service is open. Let's go.
All right.
It's a dream come true. And I'm even more hungry now. So I'm going to eat all of my burgers. We're here. We're safe. I'm about to order that veggie burger now. Come on in. I love New York. It's very real. It's very honest.
Ooh. He ran into the car. Come around and like he
You see the car coming? You didn't see the car coming. You didn't see the car coming?
Our driver almost hit the pedestrian. And pedestrian went off, and so did the driver. The driver was Drano times 1,000.
You don't see that sign? You don't see the car? You. Hey, you.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I love New York. I love the vibe of New York, but it's time for me to go home. I love being at home.
Today is the big day. I don't do that kind of New England, you know, I do like a room. We're going to see a room.
So this is the big day, and I'm very excited. I've been looking forward to this for a long, long, long time.
to the princess room. Oh my God, this is so pretty. Awesome.
Oh my God.
This is a princess's room.
Oh my God.
It's just a little girl's room.
Oh, I believe when she's here, we'll make it all complete.
And then over here you got the and you can put down anything you want on that little table. The baby's changing over there. And under here you got all the extra sheets and everything else in here. And then you have the other sheets for the other little room in there.
Everything is the way
You envisioned it.
I envisioned it. And I'm speechless. I mean, you could see my reaction. I'm just...
Can I give you a kiss?
Yes.
Oh,
Thank you so much, Jackie. This is beautiful. On my way to camera blocking, and then I'm going to perform. I'm really happy. I love the outfit. Love the outfit. Love the hair, love the makeup. Everything is great.
You look wonderful.
Extra attention.
You know it's a boy or a girl?
It's a girl.
We're going to take a couple of pictures with you.
Touch my belly. How cool is that?
Oh, hello.
You know, I was watching that Great Donna Singers in rehearsal with our next guest. And I've known this woman since she was a little girl, and now she's about to have a little girl of her own. Now, if that baby grows up to sing like her mom, the world might just have another multi-platinum star. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Brandy.
I'm going to miss performing because I love to sing, love to express myself through my music. But I'm going to have something so much more in a minute that I don't think I'm going to think about that as much. I'll get my opportunity to perform again. You know, I'm an artist. I'm a true artist. I'm gonna be around forever.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, man.
Okay. I think we need to leave, Bert.
Why?
But you know what? You ain't gonna be looking too much to the left, like you know somebody.
To the left.
Over there.
To the left?
Yeah, to my left. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean to put you on blast and everything, but this is still a reality right here. It says something. Whatever.
Give me a kiss.
No, I'm not giving you nothing. Don't be trying to look at girls while I'm standing right here.
Can I have a kiss?
I mean, I know I'm big and everything, but you know, I'm gonna get down to my regular size in about a month and a half. Don't even trip. Then you're gonna be jogging again. It's cool.
But you look good now, mama.
Yeah, okay.
With your big gut and everything.
You make it?
Robert is a very gentle person, very caring, loving, overprotective, somebody that totally understands me, that listens to everything, whether if he thinks it's bullshit or not, he listens. Robert is definitely my soulmate.
Don't sound like that.
Okay. This is a great journey to be on with someone who's my best friend. And then to wake up one day and find out that you're having a baby with the person that you're in love with. It's just amazing. That was offline. I knew I was gonna have to let out the news that I was married and that I was pregnant. I was a little nervous about that because in the back of my mind, it's like, oh my God, I'm about to have a baby. Wait till the world finds out about this.
I remember one day we were standing in the driveway, remember? And she and Robert were playing around. And my husband and I said, when are you guys going to get married? And they said, we are already. And so then my husband stepped to Robert. And then Robert...
And what'd you say?
Dad?
I said, no, you guys aren't. I said, I might have to get my shotgun.
I just want to break the breastfeeding kind of down to you so I understand what the breast is supposed to do, okay?
Brandy, dog child, Ace Kid, all I'm on the ride. Come on, come on.
The baby suck reflex. You put it to the breast. It's actually going to tell your breast what it has to do. These are all a little villi here, and it's going to come down. And this is your areola. It's this dark area, which I call the bullseye.
The bullseye?
The bullseye. This is your bullseye inside. If you do it once with the tip of the towel that way, change the finger into another space. So you're going to need to go up under the little rings and make sure you get into all the creases that's there. Wash, dry all the way down. And we close.
Babe, you cannot be having fun. I have a class. I don't think he likes the fact that I have a baby nurse teaching me how to do things. Because he says, you know, you're going to be a mom and you're going to learn all that stuff when she gets here.
That stuff is instinct.
Yeah, that's what that's his argument, but...
They didn't have baby nurses 50 years ago.
If you grab him here, her fingers, see how her fingers are?
Baby, you're not watching.
I am the song.
Baby, you're leaning on my back now. I can't be doing this. You're leaning too.
I got you now.
Okay, and then you grab this cap.
Put it on
and do it that way.
That is
a double wrap.
That is understandable.
Okay.
Baby, stop playing with my body.
And then you dry her off. Here's her fingers. See how her fingers are? You want to grab her hand. Hold all the fingers.
Put that back, baby. This is a class. No eating in the class.
No help to me. You? Because this is a doll. He ain't hit him yet. Okay.
I can't get into the doll.
Okay. You're going to freak out when the baby comes in.
Crustaceans is definitely one of my favorite restaurants right now. Number one being as though I'm craving the garlic noodles.
I got a question, Mom. Are you technically a mother yet? Like, technically?
Yeah, I'm technically a mother. I have a child in my stomach.
But...
How could you ask if I'm technically a mother? That doesn't make any sense.
No, because...
Now that, I'm upset.
You don't understand what I'm saying.
I don't want to hear no more, Robert.
You don't understand what... You understand why I asked, right, Portia?
Why would you even ask the question?
You know why I asked the question. Because do you celebrate Mother's Day? The baby ain't out the stomach. So do you...
what? She's inside of me. She's growing. That means technically I have a child inside of me.
All right.
Am I technically a mother when I drop my child off at a birthday party? She ain't with me, but am I still a mom?
Don't be twisting stuff up. You know what I meant.
Happy Father's Day, bro. What you talking about? I ain't no father. My baby ain't born yet.
This is the deal. On Mother's Day, don't kids get their mother stuff? Ain't that the thing? So technically, I was right. Your child ain't here to give you the gift.
I'm not speaking with you.
Baby. Baby, stop.
Stop. Move.
Baby, stop that. You got an attitude?
Yes.
You got an attitude?
Hi. Today is a very special day because it's Mother's Day. I'm very, very excited because I get a chance to spend Mother's Day with my mom and my husband and my family. First Mother's Day ever. And it's my first Mother's Day. See? Hey. Happy Mother's Day. Hey, Robert. Happy Mother's Day, Grandma.
Boys, come on, boys. These are my latest grand dogs. That's Labby. That's Mungie. This is Isis. Ray, stop it. And this is Vicky. And that's Nino. Boys, come on, man.
Yeah. And we ain't trying to copy the Osbournes either. These really are dogs.
My family's reaction was surprisingly good.
Utter disbelief and then a sense of exhilaration right after she told me.
Well, our relationship has really changed because of the fact that she has a big belly.
I said, Mom, pregnant. And she said, what? I said, yes, I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant, Mom, I'm pregnant. And she couldn't believe it.
She was just, you know, she was yelling it to me, you know, and it's like, oh my God, you're what?
She's like, Brandy, what are we going to do about this album project? What are we going to do about this album? You have an album coming out soon. What are we going to do about it? I was like, I guess I'm going to have to shoot 3 or 4 videos or something, but I'm having this baby, you know.
One of the things that I really have to appreciate about her is she did not choose to have an abortion. She could have made that choice before even telling me. Or she could have thought about her career and said, this is not a good time, and my career comes before this, but it was a choice that she didn't make, and I'm happy about that.
My child definitely means more to me than any career move or anything like that. I know this, I'm not going to be pregnant forever, too, you know. Just let me have my belly for a minute. And tell J-Lo and Brittany, you know, they can keep the flat stomachs for a minute, but I will be back. It's all good. I was watching J-Lo on TV yesterday. She looked so pretty. And she had a flat stomach, and I caught myself getting jealous, like, dang, I want a flat stomach again. She go right ahead, J-Lo. Knock him out with the flat stomach. Cause I'm your sister, and always for you. This is, my handsome brother Ray J, who's gonna be an uncle soon.
I'm gonna be the cool uncle, you know? Well, everything that, you know, my niece wants to do that she can't do. You know, I might just let her a little bit. Woo! Her having a baby is real cool. I think it's special. At the same time, it's different. Life is changing. You know, we grew up together all our life, so now seeing her have a baby is like, damn, you know, it's like we getting older, you know, life is real.
It's so funny because when I sit here and I look and I say my mother and myself coming from my mother, and then I look at my daughter who's sitting here with her daughter, and then just for 1 second I thought about her the next time sitting next to you. We'll be 4 generations. Isn't that wonderful? That's a blessing.
This is my first job
I know.
for television. But what was so funny about this whole thing is that I thought I was on my way.
Well, you did try to take the spotlight like you were. And this is your first picture for auditioning. Your baby can wear that outfit when she gets to get older. These are the pictures that were taken when you first went to Atlantic.
Yeah, the first deal at Atlantic was very, very, very serious for me. Because it was like, music was everything that I've ever dreamed about. And then finally, after being turned down by so many different record companies, just to be with somebody that truly believed in me and my music was just fabulous.
I wanna be down with you, down with you.
After the singing took off really well, and I was introduced to all this stuff, like acting and then the movies, it was amazing.
So I make sure every day that I don't let nothing hold me back. Got to be on track.
I think success is a journey. It's not a destination. My definition of success is not the same as
a lot of people.
Yeah.
I feel you. Because what's successful to you may not be successful to somebody else. Success.
Like, I think it's a success that I'm
pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big success.
Okay, you know what? Look, I have a trip in the morning. I'm really tired. I want all of y'all gone. I want all of y'all dogs gone. You know, I want all of it. I'm loving y'all and everything. Mama, can we please proceed? But I want y'all all out of here. Like dogs, kids, everybody.
I'm recording a pop version to one of the songs on my album entitled He Is. And I'm working with D. Roach today, and I'm just going to go hear the song and vibe and see how I like it and see if everything works out. So, let's go.
They could take away the money, my fortune and fame.
That is going to be a challenge for me, to be able to balance the three. Be a wife, be Brandy, the star, be a mommy. And you got to be you, so it's 4 things.
There's nothing that compares to the way you make me feel inside. And I'm so glad you're mine. Oh, oh.
One more.
What do you think?
It's okay, it can be better.
But it's long, long, long as you stay.
One more time.
But it's long, long as you stay.
One more. Might as well change the entire song. Okay, I'm gonna come out.
All right, come on in.
Like those notes don't match. Like the ad-libs don't match that. I don't have to do those over.
Don't match what, the music you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of notes.
The music is just... I'm not feeling it.
Right.
So I can't really give it my best shot because I'm not feeling it.
Right.
It's just so doom, 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 doom. It's not like that. I'm not feeling that. I don't feel it in my heart. I don't even know if this is the third single, honestly.
I personally think it's time for pop radio.
I don't think you can turn He Is into a pop song like that. I mean, I think this song just has more element to it than that.
Right, okay.
And I just think we can do a better job, honestly. But that's real shit. I'm being honest with you.
Okay. So
you got to go in there and work your magic.
And if we done for today?
We are done.
We got a lot of things to talk about. Brandy should be coming through in a minute. And of course, all of our lovely contest winners. It's going to be hot, y'all. 100.3 The Beat, baby.
The radio station, 100.3 The Beat, decided to give me a baby shower. And it was kind of a two-way thing. I wanted a baby shower my fans could be a part of. And the gifts that were given, I wanted to donate them to charity. And just to go around and meet my fans and just to say hi. They can see me, you know, up close and personal and touch my little belly and things like that. So it was fun.
Brandy has some very loyal fans, and I think, you know, the last time the world saw her, she was more or less like a child. And it's very difficult to make a transition from a child to an adult in the entertainment business because sometimes people want to stereotype you and keep you in a box, and they don't ever want you to grow up.
So are you totally excited? Are you tired of being pregnant? I mean, tell me what's going through your mind.
You know what? It's not that I'm tired of being pregnant. It's just that I can't wait to hold her. So
oh, okay. Good.
I just started my 9th month, and I'm just waddling on in. You know?
I can't say how wonderful that feels to know that she has a core audience and core fans that are just very accepting, and they're willing to wait. And she'll be back just as soon as the baby is born, and give her a minute or two to get back on her feet, and she'll be back.
I feel like I'm nurturing something that's living on the inside of me, but I don't think it's hit me yet that I'm gonna be a mommy for real.
The victory!
Let's see Dr. DeVore, because Dr. DeVore is going to give us some idea. So what kind of child we going to have? Y'all making fun of me, I know. That's all good.
I am at Dr. DeVore's office, and he has this incredible machine. What is it called, Dr. DeVore?
It's called 4-dimensional ultrasound.
And you had the first two.
That's right. I had the very first one.
That means Dr. DeVore is a baller. Shot call.
I don't know what that means. Most ultrasounds that are done right now in the United States are done with what's called grayscale or 2D ultrasound, which is the traditional one. What this machine does, it takes and renders a 3-dimensional image of the fetus, so it makes it look human. So parents, when they see the baby on the screen, they respond by saying, "Oh my goodness, look, that's my baby." So it's really quite dramatic.
When I look in your eyes, I can see a million parts of jealousy.
We're going to take a listen to the heartbeat.
Physically, I'm kind of tired because I'm in my 9th month, and you're watching your body change. You're feeling your hormones. You're more emotional. You're watching your belly stretch out to I don't know what. It's a miracle, and it's one experience that I can't really describe.
Here's a foot.
Oh, look at it.
Here's the toe. Here's the back of the foot.
Look at the foot.
Here's the lower leg. Here's the knee.
She has chubby cheeks like her dad.
So if you must go, know that I'll be missing you, wishing you so.
Mommy, look, come here. She looks like me.
So let's make the most of these moments together. We'll never forget.
Got water?
No, Robert, because you're going to throw it on me. I know.
Hey, I ain't gonna throw no water on you.
You promised that you would never throw water on me ever again.
No, I'm not gonna promise that, but
Baby, don't throw that water on me. Don't. I mean it. Don't you throw that water on me. Robert, don't. I'm not playing.
What I tell you? I ain't playing with you, girl. You better suck it.
This is Brandy and Robert's baby shower. Today is June 1st. We were so excited about this day. I just started my 9th month on the 27th of May. I'm very, very, very excited.
I'm actually Brandy's interior designer, but I've kind of taken on coordinating the design of this party. These are going to go, but you know what? You can start with what you got, yeah.
What we're doing is we're putting together a photo album with all of the guests that come in. We're taking their Polaroid, writing a little note, and then we're going to put it in a big photo album for Brandy and Robert for their special day.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Can you call you grandma yet?
Not yet. I got a new name now. I've been searching around for names, and I finally found one.
What do you like?
Mama.
Mama.
It's Reality Day. It's a day to really realize that I'm going to be a grandmother. And so we gathered together, friends and family, to celebrate this great occasion of Brandy having her first baby. And I think I'm just as excited to be able to share it with close friends I haven't seen in a long time.
Okay. You are just too cute. Ooh, how are you doing?
This is my older sister, the one that used to beat me up all the time when I was a little kid.
Don't lie, don't lie, don't lie.
Kathy, and this is my little sister, Krista, the one I used to beat up all the time.
Pretty much. Yeah, that sounds about
And
right.
this is my little nephew, Austin.
Bad boy.
Everybody thinks he's my son.
Let me say hi to the man who has provided me with my hit right now. City. Thank you.
I'm Mike City. Brand's my dog. I wrote and produced Full Moon off her current album titled Full Moon. That's my dog right there, and I'm wishing her the best for her and her new bundle of joy, her and Bert.
You?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm pregnant. It's for real. Can you believe it now? I can't believe you're gonna have a baby.
Never, ever.
But make yourself at home. Get whatever you need.
She's starting to reach for things and she just recognized that she has feet. So she's looking at her feet now.
Like those ones I had brought?
See, I got 2 of those down there. You got some? You got something to say? She still has something to say.
Oh, wow. I can't wait. I'm not waiting. It still doesn't feel real. It's not reality until she gets here. I'm just gonna surrender to that.
But, you know, bless the family. But we just want to say, from the bottom of our hearts, I'm impromptu. To you, like to say, congratulations,
I think it's great, and I'm very happy for her, and we wish her the best. Many blessings.
Thank you guys for coming. We really, really appreciate it.
This is our family. It's finally over. You know, people are heading out. I'm glad because I'm ready for everyone to leave. I'm just tired and I want the house back quiet. I love everybody, but I'm ready for them to leave.
Grace? Hi.
My name is Grace Holmes, and I'm a midwife. And I'm here to help Brandy and Robert get ready for the birth of their first baby. We're going to be doing a tour of the hospital, talking to her doctor, looking at the space where she'll be when she has the baby.
I don't like hospitals. I don't like the smell of them. I don't like medical stuff. So yesterday, they took me on the tour of the hospital. Induce it.
Hi, I'm Felicia Oda. I'm Brandy's doctor, and she's been coming to my office for the last several weeks, and we are planning to deliver sometime later on this month.
We're going to stop here just for a second. When you come into the hospital, you're going to need to check in with admitting. And admitting is right here. So if you come in after those hours, after 8:30 or 9 at night, you need to know how to get in. This is a special high-risk unit, and it's a 4-bed unit. They're private rooms, and this is where we might monitor you before you actually have to go into labor and delivery and have your baby.
Monitor me?
So sometimes, like
that's only if.
That's only if there are problems.
Cause I can't stand this pain. It's time for my last year to fall and me to smile.
Are you?
Night to my heart aches. Goodbye, sorrow.
That little wire that you see is connected to a little tiny heart sticker. And that picks up information as to how warm the baby is, and it turns the heater on and off to keep them warm and toasty while they're underneath the warmer. So it keeps them nice and warm.
Oh my goodness, where's he putting
Where can we get the form? The form will be
look, Brian,
over
look at her lip.
well.
Brian, why are you crying?
We have them handy.
Oh.
What else do you think of?
Well, you have to tell that to Dr.
What happened? What's the matter with you?
Just get it emotional.
Is it making you nervous? Huh? It's okay.
Come on, Mama.
Makes it too real, doesn't it?
At first, I wanted to have a home birth, and my husband and my family were concerned. So I decided to compromise and have the baby in a hospital. They were trying to show me the high-risk room, the cesarean sections, everything that I really didn't want to see. And then we got to my room, and it was just too medical for me. And then they took me to the nursery where all the babies were hooked up to these cords, and it freaked me out, and I started to cry, and I was like, you know what, I don't want to have my baby here. Just don't want to have my baby here. And I cried to my mom, I cried to Robert, and I cried to Grace. Of course, Grace, with her calming words, told me, you can make it about you. You can create a space around the room. It's all about you. It's not about the room. You know, it's going to be a lot of love in the room. You don't have to worry. So once again, I compromised and said, okay, I'll have the baby here. This is Drano's house. Drano is a baller. Drano, why didn't you show up at the baby shower?
What y'all doing at my house, man?
This is Drano's little pad that he just chilling in right now.
See, Tyra Banks live right there. Steve Harvey live down the street. Who else?
I don't know, man. You know, a couple of players, man. You know.
Who else, man? Who else? What's the other boy's name? The football player.
What? About what? About what, D? Oh, shit, we like soul food, you know, like we ghetto, you know? Okay. Bye-bye. So, my baby, you mad at me?
Drano.
Drano is close to us, and he's been with us, you know, through the whole pregnancy. And I really wanted him to be there. And plus, you know, that energy, that hyper energy, I felt like I needed that at the baby shower, you know. But he wasn't there. But I was a little bit upset about that.
Oh, you acting all funny. Man, whatever, man. Let me get up out of here, man. What you acting all funny style for? I tried to make it to the baby shower. Didn't you tell her, Bert? I tried to make it to the baby shower. I was trying to get this on paper.
I'm not mad at you.
You sure acting funny?
Yeah, she's mad at me.
Don't laugh, Robert.
Okay, I'm sorry.
What's y'all mad about?
How much they run to you today for? 40,000.
No. What's y'all mad about?
Can you take me to Chris Stations?
Today? Give me a hug, Mama.
We go to Chris Station. We go to Chris Station with Brandy and Bert.
We didn't invite you, Drano. I'm just
You always invite Drano to eat.
I'm just saying.
You coming to crustacean?
I might. No, I gotta go do something.
Why?
Y'all doing me like this?
Why, Drano?
No, I'm not going. I got things I gotta do.
Drano, 11:30. You can't go. The least you can do is come there since you didn't come to the baby shower. It's supposed to be the Godfather.
Hey, this
How the Godfather? Where to get that though, Drano?
This is what my legs at. Oh.
When we went to the doctor and she touched Brandy's stomach and everything, she decided that the baby was in a position like this. So this is what the baby looks like right now inside. I'm Grace Holmes. I'm a midwife, and I'm here because I was invited by Brandy and her family to come and help Brandy and Robert get ready for the birth. So I'll be working with her now with the childbirth classes and breastfeeding and baby care. And then I'll come back when the baby is on her way and help with the delivery. And so the baby needs to be tucked like a nice, neat little package like so and come down into the pelvis. And that's what the labor is about. First-time mothers can push up to 2 hours. I think with good pushing, good positioning and concentration and knowing exactly how this works, it cuts the pushing time down a little bit. The body right here is the pelvic floor, and it's got a lot of resistance. And as the contraction from above pushes the baby down a little bit, the resistance of the bottom here, you can see causes the baby's head to flex, which is really a desirable thing because this here is smaller than this, which is smaller than this, which is smaller than this. So this is very desirable. And that's what the body is intended to do, and that's what it's going to do. Now, the good part is that somewhere after you've labored for a couple of hours, you'll get this urge to bear down. And that'll come because the baby's head has now cleared the pelvis and has rotated and is sitting on the pelvic floor.
I'm scared.
We're all there. You don't have to be scared. You got Robert, you got me, you have your mother, you have Dr. Oda. We're all there.
I've run into a lot of people that have been so negative about labor and delivery that it's kind of spooky. But I have totally bonded with my midwife, and she's made me feel a lot better about it. So thank you, Grace.
You need to be more involved in the breathing because you need a little bit more diversion, a little bit more activity. All right? In the meantime, you're there to support and rub her and hold her head and tell her positive things. You can do this. We know you can do this. I'll be whispering in one ear, you'll be whispering in the other ear, and we'll be doing it, okay?
Stop laughing. I can't do it with him right here.
I'm not yet a mother, technically, because I don't have a baby in my arms. I don't know what to expect or what I'm going to experience, the love that I'm going to experience. All I know is right now, I feel like I'm nurturing something that's living on the inside of me, but I don't think it's hit me yet that I'm going to be a mommy.
There you go. The baby won't come out like that.
Yes. We found a pediatrician.
I'll see you very soon.
It's really great because he's very organic, alternative. He just really believes and supports everything that we believe in. Just, you know, having things natural, and it's just really great.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. This is our pediatrician, Dr. Jay Gordon.
A member
Feel
of the
like
team.
we've known him for years.
I'll be there for the birth or shortly after the baby's born. Go over the baby from head to toe. You know what the toughest part about parenting is?
Babe,
all
come
you
here.
do is,
You need to hear
all
this.
you do is ready.
Babe, hey, what are you doing
what
on
I
the
was
phone? We're
saying
talking
is
to the doctor.
Oh.
Please say it one more
What I
time.
was saying is the toughest part about parenting is that nothing changes quickly. I mean, it doesn't matter what age, 1 or 2 or 10-year-old teaches it.
I'm really not patient right now. I'm ready to have a baby right now.
You wanna be rich and famous, worldwide with your where everybody knows what your next.
No, I don't like shopping, man. It's not my thing.
$209.
Well, we're gonna give her a good price on it.
Shopping is a great way to take my mind off of the anxiety and the anticipation. having a baby. That's so pretty. Oh my God. Is this the matching thing?
The choker to it,
yeah. It's so banging. I love it. This is the same color as this, but they're so different, and I want them both. But what you think? Should I get them both? Baby, I need you to not be so impulsive.
Get what you want, baby.
Baby. Good Lord. Never again for a long time. We're doing a pregnant photo shoot today. I haven't had any pictures taken of me while I've been pregnant. So we're doing that today. Hope you enjoy it. I basically want to get body shots. Like I've never did the just a skirt with no top, like not nude or anything, but just be holding. You could see my belly protruding, things like that.
Good. Let me see if you play with your hands on your stomach. Exactly.
Just very earthy type of shots.
It is so cute.
Yeah, let's use that right. It's going to have to be silver. You're going to have to try it from the other side. My name is Darian Davis. I'm a photographer. And today we did some personal photographs with Brandy, which I think is my new muse. She is so gorgeous, so beautiful, so lovely. Easy to take a photograph of, and I could not be happier.
We're not going to do the Janet Jackson?
Whatever you want to do, Mama.
I'm up for whatever. I'm up for whatever. Hey, baby. There you go.
I can knock anybody out with my stomach.
Sure could. Do the shake. Do the Harlem shake.
I can't do the Harlem shake. It is protruding.
You talking about things protrude right now? When you walking around like this.
It was your fault, buddy. Why did you use a condom? You should have used the condom. Yeah, it's right there. I feel like I am waiting around for her to come because I'm trying to find everything to do. Like I want to go to the amusement park. I want to do whatever it takes to take my mind off of waiting.
Baby, this is not baseball.
Come on, Alice, can't you get over the net?
Over the net, buddy. Over the net.
Tennis is a challenge. She's good. She loves the sport.
I love tennis. Growing and watching Serena and Venus just succeed in tennis, it just made me want to go out there and play and just get into the game.
How you return a ball that fast, dog? This should be our workout every morning.
I keep saying.
8 o'clock. Come down here and play tennis.
Coming in.
We up at 6 every morning.
Hey, we can.
Huh?
Come on, Brandy. Come on.
Oh, no way. We don't know how to play like y'all.
We don't care. We need a sports till our other guy comes.
Mike, no, I don't want
play.
to. Go ahead, baby. He doesn't know how to play. If he ever learned the technique of tennis, I'm out of there. What happened, babe?
You hit him in the head with no helmet.
You missed it. Alex. Go, baby. Baby, that was you. That was another way that I think I was trying to get over the whole waiting process of having the baby. Seems like when you get to the very end, it takes the longest. So I wanted to, keep myself occupied, and tennis was definitely helpful with that. Of course, if it's a boy, it's Robert Smith.
Robert? Anthony Smith. Little bird. Little bird.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. This hurts, man. When my water broke, we were upstairs watching
I mean, we was watching,
Eraser.
we was just chilling.
I started to feel like a leak.
I'm waiting for a big gush of water, 5 gallons of water coming out the body or something like that.
I checked, and it was water leaking.
You know, it was nothing crazy like that.
I was like, okay, my water could possibly be broke, but I didn't want to believe it.
So we just went to sleep. The next day,
he calls my doctor.
Something just said, you know, just call Dr. Oda.
And says, you know, Brandy was leaking a little fluid last night.
You don't take chances with stuff like that.
And so,
monitoring device.
When my water broke, we were upstairs watching.
I mean, we was watching
Eraser.
We just chilling.
I started to feel like a leak.
I'm waiting for a big gush of water, 5 gallons of water coming out the body or something like that.
I checked, and it was water leaking.
You know, it was nothing crazy like that.
I was like, okay, my water could possibly be broke, but I didn't want to believe it.
So we just went to sleep. The next day,
he calls my doctor.
Something just said, you know, just call Dr. Oda.
And says, you know, Brandy was leaking a little fluid last night.
You don't take chances with stuff like that.
And so my doctor said, well, we need you to come on in.
So we still took our good old time.
I'm thinking like, yeah, right. False alarm, go home, you know, I'll see you on the 27th. Not the case.
We're standing out here because Brandy's water broke.
It broke
last night.
Usually when your water breaks, it breaks or it leaks and then it seals back up or something. You can ask.
Which it did that.
And it did that. Right. But they feel like they have to induce the labor
because it's not
enough fluid around the baby.
Right.
So in a minute, I'm gonna go in that hospital and they're gonna induce my labor. And she'll probably be here tonight or tomorrow, and I'm so excited. I don't think it's hit me yet until they induce me.
Well, she sort of caught us all off guard because Grace is on a plane in New York coming here. Fred, I think he was in Kansas City. He's on a plane.
Continue.
Fred was on a plane coming here.
I was starting to have mild contractions. And I knew they were contractions because they were a little bit more intense than the Braxton Hicks.
Are you having contractions?
Yes, Mom. Breathe. So, you know, I'm not really too fond on medicine. I don't like medicines. I don't like hospitals. I don't like any of that because I'm so into the natural thing. The natural thing went out the door.
In a few minutes, they're going to start hooking you up to all of those monitoring devices.
I'm scared of that stuff. Baby! What are you doing now? Babe, I'm panicking without you here. I'm about to have a baby and you at home trying to find a cooler. He's still at home. Oh, good. I'm having a baby and he's at home.
He went to get your stuff, to be fair. I'm just so nervous. I've never been through this before.
Mom, you're not giving me any attention.
Well, because I'm worried. Well, it's great being pregnant. People pamper you.
Child, that pamper's gonna be over tonight.
As soon as that baby gets here, it's like,
Ray, how you feeling? Good.
Brand, you are Brand.
Okay.
You're supposed to be back 10 minutes ago.
Wait, I have to do the pregnant get up thing. Yo, they wanna know. Okay, I'm going to the high risk.
Yes, no, we're going right, Brandy. No, we're not. There's Olivia's over here. Brandy, your room is 260. Right here. Oh. Labor? But your room is 260.
Brandy came in this morning with her bag of water broke. So we're in very early labor right now. I think what we're starting her on some medication, and her contractions will probably get a little stronger. Really, the next maybe 2 to 4 hours, it could be a little longer. Hopefully it won't be all night, but it may. But we won't tell her that.
contractions are stronger than the other ones.
You got some strong ones coming?
Yeah.
Here.
Bring it out.
I wanted everything to be simple and easy, you know, during the labor because I knew I was up against a lot of pain and I just wanted to be as relaxed as possible.
Brandy, how many Pampers did you bring?
Like 8. To church. 8? When you have your family there and nurses and pediatricians and all kind of people running around, it's kind of hard. So you're distracted and you're not really focusing on what you're doing.
We'll be back in an hour if your brother calls. I don't know what you tell him.
Did you tell him how to get here?
No, because I forgot how to get here.
Tell him to come receive. Tell him to come to one.
Tell him I'll call him upstairs. Tell him. Oh, Brandy can irritate him. So we having a baby. You tell him.
It was a time where I just wanted it to be, you know, just Robert and I just in the room, just chilling and relaxing.
It's my move.
Oh, man.
Oh, so you gotta play this year to get to the next year.
I'm having a contraction and you worried about golf? It's hot in here. It's hot in here.
Are we gonna have a baby tonight?
Maybe mid-afternoon tomorrow.
That's a lot of labor.
It's a lot of labor. Normal first-time moms' labors last about 12 to 18 hours.
It's the only explanation to the question at hand. Like years of pain gone away in a single day. There's nothing.
You feel like the contractions are hurting anymore?
They hurt.
You have one? They getting stronger?
My contractions started to get more and more intense. So I'm like, this medicine is really working quickly. Wow, this is crazy. This is crazy. They're coming more intense and they're coming closer together.
Oh, snap. Oh.
Your cervix has to open up this wide before the baby can come out.
This hurts, man.
It starts off about right here, and the contractions...
Why did that hurt?
Relax, baby. You gotta breathe.
Open the cervix like that. I was like, oh my God, I have to have medicine. I have to have something because this is too much.
It was hard seeing my wife in that kind of pain and like there's absolutely nothing you can do.
And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the contractions started coming like something like lightning. I will never forget that pain.
Mom?
Is that the baby? Is that the baby? Oh my God.
Baby, baby, baby.
Oh my God. That's the baby.
So you know what, Mom?
Is that the baby out there? Is that the baby? Oh my God.
Does she have it? Ready?
Excuse me, but is that the baby? Is that the baby? Is that the baby? Why won't somebody?
Just wants your mama.
Oh my God!
Oh my God.
Are you mommy? Are you mommy?
Yes, did she have it?
Come in here.
Oh my God!
Why Daddy can't come?
The contractions started to get really intense.
She said, baby, she looked me down. I cannot take this pain.
I was dilating so quickly.
I said, baby, just relax, just relax.
The contractions just got very, 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 very intense, and I couldn't take it.
About 15 seconds later, baby, give me the effing medicine. I said, doctor?
much it was.
She is beautiful.
Is she beautiful? How does she look, Mike?
She's beautiful.
Can I see her?
No, you can't go see her yet. They're cleaning up Brandy and that.
Oh, my God.
First time I saw my baby, she was actually coming out. And it was just like, oh, my God, this is incredible. Like, it was some old X-Files type stuff. I never seen anything like that before in my life.
Robert is very strong. He didn't pass out or anything like that. I think he just took it all in. I think a lot of stuff was going on inside of him that he'll probably never express to anybody but me one day. I still haven't heard. But it was probably a lot of things going on inside of him that he can't quite put into words yet.
You're shaking.
My mom was so nervous during the labor. I think I was holding it together more than she was.
She's a grandma now. You know
No.
Shaky grandmama. Look at y'all, grandparents. Just that.
I'm not grandma. I'm my mom.
You what?
I'm my mom.
My mom.
My mom. I gotta go back now.
It's a beautiful day, man.
It's a beautiful day.
Sunday, June, what?
June 16th.
June 16th. Hey, Fred. Is this a happy Father's Day or what?
What's
You got a
here?
baby, man.
Already? You're kidding me.
I was only there for about 2.5 hours, you know, trying to get this baby out. And I pushed about 5 times, and we got our little princess.
The baby is inside. Right?
Congratulations.
Freddy's had her baby already. Is she quick or what? She like a rabbit.
No one really knew how fast it was going to go. My doctor said it was the fastest delivery she ever was involved with.
Fred, she can have a grandchild for me anytime, because she quick.
That was it. She popped it right out for me.
Just like that. On Father's Day.
The room was kind of crazy, you know, the doctors cleaning up stuff and wiping the baby off, and she was crying. And when they handed the baby back to me, she stopped crying, and she, like, looked me dead in my eyes. And that's when it hit me, like, she just looked at me like she knew exactly who I was. And that was the most incredible feeling, like, oh, my God, you know, that this is you.
When he held her, he was like in awe, like in shock. He was really in love, I think.
I remember my man Drano telling me, I don't care how much of a thug, I don't care how much of a you are, everybody, every man cries. And you know, I didn't cry up to that point. I was just like, well, I guess I ain't no thug, but I ain't cry. I mean, well, when that happened, when that baby looked me in my eyes, I broke down.
Hey, Pop.
Hey, Pop. What's up? Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, guy.
The baby was born on Father's Day, and I really can't imagine a more perfect gift, especially for her father.
You official now. Congratulations, man. I gotta come. Oh, we got it.
Congratulations. How's it feel?
She had an incredible baby. She feels good.
I have a whole new focus. I mean, wow, I have a daughter now. It's just a whole new focus. It's a whole new, you know, everything is different now.
I had a dream, a crazy vision. It may sound strange, this intuition, but it was true.
Incredible.
Beyond description.
Oh, Brandy, you are incredible.
It hasn't even hit me yet.
I decided to name my baby Sarah. It means princess. And I named her that because she is a princess and I'm the queen. So she's mommy's little princess. It's nothing like being a first-time mom
having a baby in 2 hours, and then getting up walking around like nothing ever happened, and then 2 days later your stomach is flat. Hi.
Today is Sarah's first day out with Mommy and Daddy. And we wanted to bring her by to see her godfather. He's a bishop here at the Greater Bethlehem.
Who is with you and is now gone? Your biggest problem is who is with you all the time.
He's an incredible speaker, preacher, incredible.
I think it's something in his voice that draws.
And the person who is most with you all the time is you.
She's 2.5 days old. She'll be 3 days at approximately 6:48 this evening. And I'm just so proud. I can't tell you how happy I am. Want to see her feet? And good. She's not a star yet. Don't want to show her face yet. Follow me, everything is alright.
So everybody's happy?
I'll be the one that tucks in at night.
This is fantastic. This is huh? Oh, out of sight. Now, how does it feel to be a mother?
I don't know. I don't know how to answer that yet. I'm still not. I don't think it's hit me. I love her so much. That's all I can really say. I'm just looking forward to everything now.
And you think now that you will give her the greatest opportunity that life can afford. Well, that's what mothers do. And Father, how does it feel to be a dad?
Feel good, Bishop.
Like I produced something and it wasn't in the studio.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Fruit of your body is what the Bible calls it. It's wonderful. I'm happy about it.
Me too.
Now I'm the godfather now.
Yes, sir.
Yes. In the strictest sense. Godfathers know what to do. I know what to do. Would you want her to be in music as you were?
That's
Me?
what she wanted? I don't know. That's such a dangerous business.
I don't know.
I want to basically listen to what she wants to do. If she wants to sing, then, you know, I'm the best at teaching her what it is all about.
Hopefully it should be something normal, like a doctor or a lawyer or something like that.
I think she has the parents to make sure that they realize what it is that she's good at, and then you make that happen for her. I think that's quite critical.
We're at the record plant. This is the baby's first trip to the studio to see her dad, and we're gonna have a lot of fun.
It feels good to be back to work. I'm just trying to make a living, man.
No. You making more than a living.
Just trying to make a living, man.
I dressed her up really cute earlier, but she had an accident, so we had to change her into one of her little onesies, but she's still beautiful. She's still cute.
You can't compare a baby to a new car, but it's like when you first get something brand new, you like want to play with it all the time. And so I'm like, I want to be playing with the baby, but at the same time, it's like, man, I got to get back to work.
Hey, look at my goddaughter. Let me see, right? Let me see, right? Let me see something. Hey, little mama. Hey, little mama. He's so pretty. Hi, little mama. Wait, good. She look like you, Bert. She look like you, dog. Ain't no here. Y'all made a beautiful baby, right?
Thank you, brother.
Proud of you, partner.
Bert's a good donor.
Hey, man.
You're a good donor.
You ain't so bad yourself, baby.
Big Bert done it. Now you gotta make a man. Now you gotta take a little boy. Take a man to make a man, no, partner.
Yeah, brother. That's coming, that's coming.
What? No.
Been in love so bad.
6 months, not 7 months. 8.
Our hotel is on fire. Today is the big day.
You give anything.
I'm big and everything, but you know, I'm gonna get down to my regular size in about a month and a half. Don't even trip.
But you look good now, Mama.
Robert is definitely my soulmate.
Don't come out. Oh, have you ever?
Oh my God, that's the baby. I think I'm just taking it day by day. I don't know what's next for me, honestly. I'm just trying to stay in this moment.